అప్డేట్స్ చూస్తే అసెంబ్లీలో ఉభయ సభలను ఉద్దేశించి గవర్నర్ నరసింహన్ ప్రసంగించారు. తెలుగులో ప్రసంగాన్ని ప్రారంభించిన ఆయన ఉభయ సభలను ఉద్దేశించి మాట్లాడారు. అనంతరం 6 దశాబ్దాల సుదీర్ఘ పోరాటం ద్వారా తెలంగాణ ప్రత్యేక రాష్ట్రం సాకారమైందన్నారు. రాష్ట్రంలో అమలవుతున్న సంక్షేమ కార్యక్రమాలు ఉపయోగకరంగా ఉన్నాయన్నారు గవర్నర్.
Special circumstances prevailing in Telangana. The erstwhile government, as a namesake, gave a meager amount as pension to widows and old age people, which are substantially enhanced. My government announced an enhancement from ₹1,000 to ₹1,500 per month to enable them to meet their minimum needs. The Kalyana Lakshmi and Shadi Mubarak scheme in the allocation of resources for the welfare of the people. The welfare schemes implemented by my government have created a sense of self-confidence and feeling of a secure life. With the benedictions of people who have benefited by the welfare measures, the TRS party government returned to power for a second term with a much higher majority in this house. The Grandeur Mission Bhagirath scheme, a first of its kind in the country, aims to supply piped drinking water to each and every household. It aims to supply safe drinking water to all the 66 municipalities and 23,968 rural habitations of the state. As of now, 56 municipalities and all the rural habitations are getting drinking water through Mission Bhagirath. In 18,612 habitations, the drinking water is being supplied through Nala. In the remaining municipalities, the habitations, the works are on a fast track. I am happy to share with you all that by the end of March 2019, works pertaining to Mission Bhagirath will be completed in toto, and every household will get safe and pure drinking water at their doorstep through a tap. I wholeheartedly congratulate the government and the entire Mission Bhagirath team for the successful completion of this gigantic task. With a view to providing irrigation to 1 crore acres in the state, my government has taken up construction of major irrigation projects. All hurdles put up by vested interests by way of litigation or otherwise have been successfully overcome by the government. Forest and environmental clearances as well as statutory permissions from different central government sanctioning authorities have been obtained for all the proposed irrigation projects. I am happy to share with you that the recently clearances were given to the Sitarama project, which would convert the whole of erstwhile Khammam district into a totally fertile land. My government is making all out efforts to obtain early clearances for Palamur Rangareddy lift irrigation scheme also. The Central Water Commission, which visited the site of Kaleshwaram project, which once commissioned will be a boon to Telangana, complemented the efforts of my government. Construction works on this project have been speeded up with a view to launch lifting activity through River Godavari during the coming monsoon itself. Recently, the Chief Minister personally visited the project area to see the ongoing works and later issued instructions to the concerned to complete the project as per the time schedule to enable supply of water to the fields. My government is committed to complete all the projects in the state within the next 5 years. Mission Kakatiya program produced excellent results in rejuvenation and revitalization of chain of tanks that had become dormant. As of now, 20,171 tanks have been revived in 4 phases, leading to increase in water storage capacity and the resultant increase of groundwater levels. Mission Kakatiya, aimed at revival of traditional water resources, has been complemented in several quarters across the country. Rajendra Singh, popularly known as the Waterman of India, besides praising Mission Kakatiya scheme, also celebrated his birthday in the Nakkonda tank in Warangal rural district. My government spent rupees 77,777 crores on irrigation sector, and in the future will undertake works to a tune of 1,17,000 crores. At the time of formation of the Telangana state, the power sector was in dire straits. Farmers were forced to take recourse to suicides due to severe power cuts and electric shocks. Agriculture sector faced a large-scale devastation due to failure of transformers and motors getting burnt up. Power holidays and severe power cuts resulted in compulsory closure of many industries. Industrialists even resorted to dharnas at Indira Park for power supply. Domestic power users were also not spared from power cuts, sometimes lasting up to 12 hours in a day. Thus, at the time of formation of Telangana, there was a severe power crisis. The state, in a very short time, has overcome the power crisis. Through sustained efforts and careful planning, this was overcome, and the state today is able to provide 24 hours uninterrupted power to all. To convert Telangana as a power surplus state and to bring 28,000 megawatts of installed capacity of power, my government is constructing new power plants. In a record time of 42 months, construction of the 7-stage KTPS of 800 megawatts was completed and generation started there. I am happy to say that the 1,080 megawatts Bhadradri power plant will also commence generation from this year to its full capacity. The 4,000 megawatts Yadadri Ultra Mega Thermal Power Plant construction is on fast track. To encourage power production through non-conventional energy sources, my government has set a target of 5,000 megawatts of solar power. As of now, 3,613 megawatts of solar power has been produced. Telangana stands second in solar power production in the country after Karnataka. Overall, at the time of formation of state, only 7,778 megawatts of power was available. Today, it has increased to 16,503 megawatts. I am happy to announce that Telangana established a record highest per capita power consumption in the country, which is an indicator of development. Telangana is the one and the only state in the country which supplies free quality power round the clock 24 hours to the agriculture sector. I congratulate the government and the employees in the power sector for achieving this great houses with cent% government grant. As of now, 2,72,763 houses were sanctioned under the scheme and the construction activity is going on. Government has waived the dues of beneficiaries which they were supposed to pay under the weaker section housing scheme to a tune of rupees 4,000 crores. Due to strengthening of police, the law and order situation is on an efficient and effective track. Peace has become a buzzword among the populace. Recognizing the importance of law and order in the development process, my government has allocated substantial budget to it. Shortly, in Hyderabad city, an international standard police command and control center will be coming up. It will be possible to monitor natural calamities, fairs and festivals in addition to law and order from this center. The police department has successfully combated gambling and illicit liquor menace. Narcotic and adulteration related crimes are being handled firmly. I especially appreciate and compliment the officers and men of the Telangana Police Force, which has become a role model for the entire country in maintaining law and order. The schemes introduced and implemented by my government for the welfare and development of people has brought about a better standard of living. The state has been progressing in every arena and positions itself as a lead state in the country due to the effective governance under the leadership of Kalakuntala Chandrasekhar Rao Garu. This was reflected clearly in the electorate again reposing confidence with an overwhelming majority and returning the existing government to power with an emphatic majority in the recently concluded elections. The government has been brought back to power with 3/4 majority. Accepting this landslide victory with all humility and modesty, my government proposes to initiate steps to implement its electoral promises. My government has decided to enhance the Asara pensions to all eligible persons from rupees 1,000 to rupees 2,016 and for differently abled persons from rupees 1,500 to rupees 3,016. The age limit for eligibility to receive old age pensions stands reduced to 57 years. Government is initiating measures to pay rupees 3,016 allowance to the unemployed youth. While continuing with the present system of constructing 2-bedroom houses for the poor, government will provide financial assistance of rupees 5 lakhs to 6 lakhs to eligible persons who want to construct houses on their own plots. Agriculture loan to an extent of rupees 1 lakh will be waived. From this year, the investment support for agriculture under the Raitu Bandhu scheme will be enhanced from rupees 8,000 to 10,000 per acre. Honorariums will be paid to members of the Raitu Samanvaya Samitis. The report of the committee appointed for drafting schemes for the integrated development of SCs and STs will be implemented by my government. Government will continue to press and fight for implementation of 33% reservation to BCs and 33% reservation to women in legislatures. The Telangana State Assembly had passed resolution for provision of 10% reservation to STs and 12% reservation to minorities. For implementing these reservations, the government will continue to raise the demand with the central government. The SC categorization resolution of the Assembly was forwarded to the centre. For obtaining the centre's nod for this, the TRS government will continue to fight. Food processing units will be established across the state to ensure remunerative prices to the farmers. The responsibility of management of these units will be jointly done by the government, IKP employees and women groups. The service of IKP employees will be regularized as per the need. My government thus is committed to implement all promises made during the elections. During the last 4.5 years, my government has implemented a number of people-oriented welfare and development programs, including some of which did not find mention in the election manifesto. In the same token, in the coming 5 years also, my government will proceed to initiate and implement new goals, plans and schemes in accordance with the aspirations of the people. ఎన్నికలలో సాధించిన విజయాన్ని పునాదిగా చేసుకుని తెలంగాణ ప్రజల జీవితాలతో వెలుగు నింపి వారికి ఆనందం సంపద కలిగేలా బంగారు తెలంగాణ నిర్మాణ దిశగా నా ప్రభుత్వం పునరాంకితం అవుతుంది దృఢ విశ్వాసాన్ని వ్యక్తం చేస్తున్నాను. జై హింద్.
अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
అసెంబ్లీలో ఉభయ సభలను ఉద్దేశించి గవర్నర్ నరసింహన్ ప్రసంగించారు. తెలుగులో ప్రసంగాన్ని ప్రారంభించిన ఆయన ఉభయ సభలను ఉద్దేశించి మాట్లాడారు. అనంతరం 6 దశాబ్దాల సుదీర్ఘ పోరాటం ద్వారా తెలంగాణ ప్రత్యేక రాష్ట్రం సాకారమైందన్నారు. రాష్ట్రంలో అమలవుతున్న సంక్షేమ కార్యక్రమాలు